on the origins of COVID-19. Hello, this is Hnatio reporting for the Objective News Network. Welcome to this 5-part series on the origins of COVID-19. Yesterday, Fox News released a story entitled, "Fauci has a completely open mind about COVID-19 lab leak theory, says evidence strongly points elsewhere." Fauci says China has been too secretive about COVID's origins, written by Anders Hagstrom. You can see the Fox News article in its entirety at this URL. On December 31st, 2019, the World Health Organization country office in China was informed of several cases of a pneumonia of unknown etiology or cause, with symptoms including shortness of breath and fever occurring in Wuhan, China. The United States official COVID-19 death toll has now surpassed 1,073,000 deaths, with estimates suggesting that the true toll could be 20% higher, according to this story at the APM Research Laboratory. Statistics also show that 6,636,890 people have died worldwide so far from the coronavirus COVID-19 outbreak as of November 28, 2022. And the true cost of the COVID pandemic can also be measured in other ways. Doctors at the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security found that the total harm of COVID-19 to the U.S. are still about $16 trillion as of April 2022. The toll the COVID pandemic has exacted on the global economy has also been significant, with the International Monetary Fund, IMF, estimating that median global GDP dropped by a whopping 3.9% from 2019 to 2020, making it the worst economic downturn since the Great Depression. Other damages, such as the mental health of survivors, long-lasting effects from the illness, and the damage to education of our children and youth, are much harder to quantify because they have serious implications for the future. But suffice it to say, the COVID-19 pandemic has rocked and continues to rock the modern world like no other occurrence in recent history. After watching the recent news story about Dr. Fauci, we became very interested in the answer to a number of nagging questions about the true origins of COVID-19, like, was COVID-19 engineered at the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China using advanced genetic engineering? Or was it, as Dr. Fauci suggests, simply the result of natural animal-to-human transmission in a Wuhan food market? If it was genetically engineered to promote greater human-to-human transmission and fast mutation to produce deadly subvariants, how, by whom, and why was this activity funded? Where did the advanced knowledge necessary to conduct gain-of-function development of SARS-CoV-2 and other fast-mutating pathogens in China come from? Is there any evidence out there that would suggest that the People's Republic of China has a biological weapons program that might have been involved in attempts to produce fast-mutating, incurable pathogens? Who would, or what country on the planet would ever try to develop any disease that is incurable? On the one end of the spectrum, we have Dr. Fauci stating that while it is possible that the Wuhan Institute of Virology was involved in an accidental release of a genetically engineered SARS-type pathogen, he still believes it was more likely the result of animal-to-human transmission that took place in the Wuhan food market. On the other side of the spectrum, however, many experts contend that animal to human transmission is not the culprit, because a pathogen like COVID-19 had to be genetically engineered in a laboratory to create its uncanny ability for such easy and effective human to human transmission, and the pathogen's ability to quickly mutate to produce prophylaxis resistant subvariants of the pathogen. In this short series, we will attempt to answer as best we can as many of these nagging questions about the origins of COVID-19 as we can, using an advanced research tool called authentication. Authentication is a computer-based method that helps us to find only credible information as we look across the internet to find the data we use to support the stories we publish here at the Objective News Network. That concludes part 1 of our series on the origins of COVID-19. In parts 2, 3, and 4, we will explore what credible information may be out there that may help to answer several of the nagging questions that still continue to persist pertaining to the true origins of COVID-19. In part 5, we will pull together and take a look at the direct evidence we have that something untoward may have happened at the Wuhan Institute of Virology involving COVID-19. It is what it is for December 5th, 2022. We look forward to your comments at our blog. We will see you the next time. This is Hnatio reporting for the Objective News Network.